Hey guys, Matt here. Beyond Meat has just become one of the most heavily shorted stocks in the entire market with a short interest of over 100% of the float. This company is something to watch. And with earnings coming up on November 4th, this is going to be either one thing that makes this company explode or implode. So in this video, I'm going to break down what exactly is up with the short interest, what's happening with Beyond Meat, things exactly to expect from earnings. The short squeeze upside, everyone's talking about it. What's going to happen with there? And the risks that we can all see to wreck it all. If you guys aren't subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure that you guys subscribe because you are getting the first-hand news right here, right now. Let us jump right in. So here's what is happening. According to Ortex data, short interest in Beyond Meat has now surged past 100% of the available float. So that is the available amount of shares out there that exists for Beyond shareholders to buy. Now that means there are literally not enough shares out there to trade. And this only happens when the exact same shares are relent multiple times. And at the same time, borrowing fees are sky high, meaning that short sellers are paying crazy rates to hold their positions. Combine that with retail hype, low float, and you have a ticking time bomb. Now, Beyond Meat is going to report their Q3 earnings in November 4th. Now, this is the main catalyst that is probably going to move this stock. Here's what the market will be looking for. Revenue trend. Is it going to be still falling? Are sales still dropping? They're dropping 5% every single year. Are they going to drop, or are they going to stabilize, or are they going to increase? I doubt they're going to increase, but are they going to be stabilized? Cash burn. Is the company running out of money today? Is this enough money for them to keep the business going? With all of this that's happening, the stock price has been going up. Is it enough for them to raise money, pull money out of these shares to invest back into the business? We're going to get that guidance from management. And going on to guidance, is there going to be any hint towards profitability or new partnerships that Beyond Meat has been cooking up in the background here? If they beat expectations, we should see a spark that is going to squeeze this stock. If they miss, we could see a full-blown collapse of this stock. That is going to be so exciting to watch. Now let's talk about the upside because it is real. Now, if shorts are panicking, here's what could happen. They would need to cover. There's going to be forced buying, and shorts, when they have to cover, that means they're buying back those shares to drive the prices higher. Borrowing costs, those are going to be exploding. If those rates are already insane and they keep getting more expensive to borrow, it becomes so expensive to stay short, to where shorts might actually just need to cover and get out of their positions. Retail momentum. If you look at anywhere like Reddit, this or news or anywhere else, you would see that this stock could become a meme stock very quickly. We've seen it before with GameStop and AMC. These companies have moved immensely so quickly, faster than you would have even said fast. So there is going to be a lot of momentum with this stock to the upside and to the downside. Low float, there's going to be big moves. There aren't that many shares to trade, which means even a moderate amount of buying pressure can send this stock flying. There's not that many shares out there. So just a little bit, if any retail gets into it, if any corporation gets into it, this stock might see higher highs or lower lows, depending on what happens. Here are the potential ranges that I'm seeing here. If there is a pre-squeeze earnings prior to their earnings on November 4th, we could see this company go anywhere between, it's at $2.84 today. Could go up as $4.32. It could even do that tomorrow. Who knows? And after that, $5. After that, $6.50. After that, $8. And then after that, $10. Shortly after that, $12. And then $18. And then after that, you could probably see $20 per share. If this stock actually gets to extreme meme rally, that is a almost 10x from here. Just remember that squeezes burn out quickly. Once the covering ends, this can drop right down just as fast as it went up. So if you guys are invested in Beyond Meat stock, make sure you have a plan. Know exactly what number you want to get out at, because remember that pigs do get slaughtered. So Make sure you have a plan. Don't get too greedy. And remember what you're buying at the end of the day. Because what you are buying is a company with quite some downside and some risks. Now let's look at the company itself. What you are buying today. If you buy shares, you are buying a company with, I would say, weak fundamentals, with revenue shrinking about 5% every single year, cash flows that are negative, dilution risk. They've raised capital before and they could do that again. Now, volatility, there's going to be short interest with this stock. It moves violent both ways, up and down. So I would say with a company that is losing EPS $2.14 every single share, free cash flows down 125 million every single year, net income that is down $153 million every single year. It is a company that isn't generating money. You're gonna own a company that does have a real life product, but it is not creating value, shareholder value. And if you actually think this company can turn around, you better go to Costco. You better go to Sam's Club. You better go to Target and see how fast they're moving their product. If they can actually get people to buy their product and start moving product off the shelves, you will see revenue start coming back. And if revenue comes back, that leads to free cash flows, which leads to net incomes, and you will see the company work towards profitability. Now, if earnings do disappoint, even if they are just meh, the stock could get slammed if traders rush out. But if it is slightly in the green, anything that is beating analyst expectations, this stock could go sending flying. Hey, you don't even know what can happen to this. I don't even know what can happen to the stock. But just any good news could have the amount of people behind it just watching, just getting in, and so excited to own Beyond Meat stock. It is a movement. Like, if you were to go to any website like Reddit, you will see that anything you open up really about Beyond Meat is people trying to kind of shill the stock to keep it going higher, to buy more. Look at this. Look past a 2x opportunity. We can get like 10x. That's what people are saying. But be very cautious when people say, we can make so much money on this, because if anything, it could be the opposite. Now, with so much short interest, it makes the strong case for this to go up. It makes it very easy for this stock to go up. And I don't want to say buy it or don't buy it, but if you guys own it, make sure that you're managing your risk. That is something to really look at when you guys own a risky position like this. So now here's what I'll be watching for their earnings. Is revenue going to be growing or declining? Is their cash burn rate increasing or decreasing? Management, what is the guidance from them, and what is the tone from management? Are they saying 2026 is going to be a killer year? Are they going to come out with new partnerships? Did they raise money? What happened with management? Where are they seeing this business to go? That's going to be very important. With everything, the stock market is forward looking. So based off what management will say on November 4th will be extremely exciting to hear from the sidelines. Now, changes in short interest and borrowing fees. If things get more expensive, shorts might actually just exit. So something to watch there. Retail sentiment. If you see more Reddit posts, more Twitter posts, more any posts anywhere, you name it, this stock is just going to get more traction and could potentially be the hype that pushed this stock to higher highs. Now, remember that this is a hype supported business, and you have to ask yourself, is the business getting more progress, or is it getting more momentum? Because the business and the stock are two different things. Are you investing in a business, or are you trading a stock? Something to really ask yourself. So to wrap up, Beyond Meat right now is the definition of a high risk, high reward play. Short interest of over 100% is still very massive. There's going to be a massive catalyst coming up, like earnings on November 4th. So watch out for that. And there's a real chance for both a short squeeze and a collapse in this stock. Now, if you're trading this, make sure you're understanding all of the risks that come with this. If you're investing in the long term, look past the hype and ask if the company can actually turn itself around. Either way, next week is going to be wild. I'll be covering the earnings section in this channel, and make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we are growing so fast, and you will follow along to see how this plays out. I'm super excited. My name is Matt, and I'm happy to be here. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Peace out. I said I'm happy to be here. I just can't talk because I'm so excited.